Okay, so if you've seen my previous video that talks about coming up for ideas with digital PR using ChatGPT, this is a sort of follow on from those ideas. So in that video, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. It should be in the playlist below. You can see that we've come up with an idea which talks about a hack that can save you X amount on your water bill. Now, all of this information here is nonsense. You just made it up. But I just want to show those of you who reach out to me and ask, how do we write a press release? How long should a press release be? What content should we include in a press release? What experts do we need for a press release? All of those topics. This video will cover that. So as you can see, we have a compelling headline, right? So we're going to send this to the journalists. This is one of the first things they'll see in their email subject line. So the 10p hack that can save you £67 on your water bill. So as you can see, that this can target, journalists who talk about saving money or talk about home improvement. There's probably other angles you could take from a headline, but this one will just go along with those. So this is the press release we would send for that idea. And as you can see, the main things, we have a headline, we have a little bit of an introduction, and then we will have our expert mentioned in the press release along with a link to their website. It's not linked up at the moment, but as you can see, it'd be here. And it could be, marksplumbing.com, for example. And then after that, what we tend to do is we go into a nice quote from the expert. And then what we tend to do then is break up the press release by sections. We haven't done that here, but what you could do is just add a headline, toilet costs. That's a terrible headline, but as you can see, and then we discuss something below, our leaking toilet can cost that much. And then the expert once again gives their quote. So it's just about creating sections which are relevant to the whole story, and then introducing that section, and then having your expert talk about that section, because the expert adds quotes to the article, so the journalists then know that what you have actually pitched them is of value. And as you can see, it's not a very long press release. This one is 436 words. Typically, when you do an expert commentary, I try to aim for the 500-600 mark, because what that does, it gives you enough opportunities for the journalist to use your work. So let's say they don't like the entire story, but they could be putting together a release which talks about, water wastage in the house. If you've got around 600 words, sometimes a little bit more, you're going to have a quote in you which probably they can use at some point. So, for example, we've got our clients on Ideal Home multiple times by providing a press release like this. And then what tends to happen is the journalist will just take a quote here and it'll be like, open the cistern lid and look for the flapper, which is a rubber piece at the bottom of the tank. It says Mark Davis from yourplumbingsite.com, and that'll be used within their article, and sometimes they use them multiple times. So follow this format, create a good headline, create an introduction why this is important, and then get your expert to quote on various aspects of this. And my phone has gone off, so I apologize for that, but this is just a quick video showing you how to write a press release. If you'd like to see this in more detail or me cover anything else, please comment below and I will make a further video on it. Thank you.